Okay, so we're ready to record. Have beautiful energy surrounding me. I have all of my items here to work with. This is so hilarious. I don't know. I can't let my one hitter right now. But yeah, so that's a problem. But let's see what else we could do. We could do a little just a little, I don't know what it's called, but like exchange of energies. Right here we have road opener for my clientele that has a sort of blockage where they need to, you know, open up their third eye, or get out of that stagnate, creative block, creator's block. So this is very, very good. I've only used this much of it, and literally, like, for me, it's like go big or go home. So I use a lot of oil. This is not pheromones, but I think this is pheromones. But we are going to just send you me and spirit and angels and demons, whatever they want to come in, right? We're gonna send you, because these things, these entities, these energies are powerful, and we're just humans. So we're spiritual beings, but things has always been, you know so we haven't always been, you know what I mean? But you being the person that thinks right now, you've always been in spirit and light or whatever. And this is why you have your knowledge. You have, the knowledge that you have. And girl, you're all knowing. It's all about who you meet, the people that you interact with, the circles that you join. They give you the information. You read a book, you learn about the information, you decide if you want to keep it to yourself or tell somebody, hey, listen, I found this good book to stick my teeth into. Here, this is, oh my God, let me read it to you. Let me, give you a synopsis of the book. That's knowledge. That's what you're supposed to do with knowledge. You're supposed to give it. Okay. Nowadays we charge for our shit, but because we need to eat. But in our reality, if you're like a really spiritual person, you don't well, if you're a spiritual person, you're a spiritual person. You don't have to sell for your shit, because the more you sell it, the more you put a price to your spirituality, the more, like, your spiritual work, the more, God's like, wait, what? Like, are you like a gimmick? Are you like a, no, this isn't to sell. This is to help people, right? And so my spirituality is music. So unfortunately, I'm the devil in the tarot deck. But as I learn about my tarot deck, My tarot card, I should say, the Devil Tarot deck. I know that, I know about the devil. I know about that he was once Lucifer, and that every time he walked, it was on some, like, music, So that's what I do. I'm done living a life of who am I. The moment that I found out that I was the devil card in the tarot deck, there was just, and the fact that my parents thought that I was the spawn of Satan growing up is, the rest is history. Like, who do I have to speak for? Who do I have to answer to? I'm 31. The worst that could happen to me is if my parents kick me out of the house. But once that happens, if that ever did happen, you're left to fend for yourself. And if you're in that situation where first of all, fear is the one thing that is going to not help you at all in your life. So right now, my fear is making videos in my household. Why? Because I might get kicked out, because, me being myself, being kicked out or whatever. But if I feel fear in my house, like, bitch, go to a shelter. Because my problem is the fact that you want a fucking problem with me, we could go head to head. But blood is supposed to be thicker than water. So I really don't feel comfortable at all being in a household where they're, like, people that are actually supposed to love you don't love you. So, and it's funny because I just manifested some information that, I didn't want to hear, but it just came out. I never asked for it. It just came out. And maybe subconsciously, probably the fact that I'm not supposed to be pouring all my love into my brother or into my siblings or into, I give a fuck about them, that's one thing. That's one thing. That's one thing that's hindering me from my progression, is giving love to where it's not needed. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't think about you. So it's like, why do you think about them? Why do you think about anybody that doesn't think about you? As a humanitarian, as a life path number 9, I honestly care about humanity. Maybe I don't receive love from my family because my love for humanity is big, and that's how God's, the fact that once I reach my, arena or wherever the fuck I'm supposed to be at, like, the love will come from my fans, but at the same time, my truest heart's desire is to take my family with me, my brother, my mom. That's why God gave me a family, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad. A lot of people wish they had their dad and mom together. Probably I'm speaking to a gay couple, somebody that has 2 dads, because that's just wanted to come out, or 2 moms, but and this is, this is me speaking on the fact that you're meant to be happy. You live in America, right? Follow your heart. Follow what you feel is right. And, that's why we live in the land of the free, the home of the brave. Gotta be brave to be yourself, And I'm a proud American, bitch. I was born here. Yeah, I know a lot of people that weren't. And they the first that wanna fucking bully you. So yeah. But let me give you some good juju when it comes to road opening. Like I said, I've used this. I'm a creative. I do videos. I haven't used it on lyric writing just yet, but I always freestyle. I'm always in that vibe of music. So a little bit of this in the recording studio, yes. Wherever recording space that you are, make sure that you do have a space for whatever it is, recording, modeling, acting, drawing, whatever, acting, like artistry. Have a space, a specific space in your room. Like, even like my room, it's like medium sized. And one thing I noticed from watching a video that I was just watching is that this girl, this boss lady, she had fucking 70 inches hair, braids, 70 inches of braided hair. And that lady, she probably had her butt done and everything. But this lady is so rich and so amazing. She lives in Georgia. If you guys know who, no, is it Georgia? No, it's not Georgia. Chicago? I don't know. I forget. But if you saw the video, it's about this guy that, reviews apartments and everything like that. She had the most priciest apartment ever. Like, that apartment was my favorite because not only did she have an apartment, but she had a second apartment on top of that one. So yeah. But yeah, let's just, like I said, let me give you some good juju and do a tarot card reading for you. First, let's clear away the negative energy by lighting some Palo Santo. By Palo Santo. Your energy, let's clear your energy. Let's clear all the negative energy that you have. Any negative energy. No one's fucking with you. That's negative. So we're going to just light this candle and hopefully pray for the best because it is a little windy. And let's just hope that it doesn't go out. And I'm just lighting the Palo Santo with the candle. This is definitely the best way to light your Palo Santo, with a candle, because if you just hold the my fear of just holding the lighter on for way too long is like if it exploded or whatever, because this Palo Santo isn't really lighting. So I do see it just went out, I think. So it went out as I just intentionally said that the smoke was black. So you may be going through some hard times right now, some dark times, but not to worry, because the dark is your friend as well. We all have times to cry, times to play, times to laugh, but also times to be alone in darkness and sit and meditate. And right now, my Palo Santo is not lighting up. And it doesn't stay lit. But I'm just like really upset that this isn't staying lit. I don't know. Can't do the Palo Santo, but let's just clear it like that. It's, by the way, like, I smell the Palo Santo just a little bit, not even a lot. You know how Palo Santo smells. If you guys don't know how the Palo Santo smells, it smells, I heard people say that it smells like a church. Better than a church. Like, it smells like poopery and like oranges and all that stuff. And it's funny because This one specifically, it smells like oranges. And Oshun, the one that I'm working with, as I say her name, Oshun, a yellow shirt was just like right there. And then there's a rainbow apron. I may not have everything that I want, but my views in life and my view and the life, my everyday life, is just where I need to be. You know, I'm not in these third world countries where like I'm starving, you know, and I'm, you know, afraid of my life and stuff like that. I wouldn't know what to do if I were to, if, I'm not say that, because if something were to happen like that, it's because it's God's will for me to go to Africa, to Dominican Republic, to, you know, God's not gonna put me in a place where I'm not meant to. Okay, I'm not gonna do something without asking God. I'm not going to do something without Him. So I know of Him. I know of the seed. I have the seed planted in me. So there's nothing that this world could do other than Him. And a lot of the times, Elias, he didn't die. He went to heaven in a cart of fire. So fire whirlwind. I don't know how it's called. A fire cart. I don't know. Un carro de fuego. I don't know in Spanish. So, right? So, you know, that's why I keep my name. But at the same time, keep my name out your mouth. No, I'm kidding. At the same time, you know, I do go by Ellie, Cami, Kylie, all that stuff. So now that I did the Palo Santo and everything and tried to light I lit the purple candle. The purple candle is all about magic and being a magician and being, you know, all that stuff. I am now going to go in with the road opener. This one, I like to start with road opener spells and money spells and all that stuff first before the love spell, because love spells are honey, are bees to the honey. They are very, very dangerous. Proceed with caution. But if you're like a famous person, if you're meant to be famous, if you're, you know, a celebrity to be whatever, you need a lot of this. So, like I said, and then road opener, if you're a creative and you have like road blocks or blocks in general, money blocks or whatever, this is definitely going to help you a lot. So I am going to just manifest nothing but good things happening to you today. I manifest that your third eye may be open. If you are watching this, you definitely are trying to get your third eye open. I manifest that you hear clear and concise messages from spirit so that you may be guided to continue on with your projects of today, because we can only count on today, because tomorrow is not promised. In the name of Jesus, I meditate and pray. Amen. Alright, so that was the words that I got for today. Next, I wanna incorporate. I wanna incorporate. I already got some in my hands, God. But I wanna incorporate, you know, the road opener, and then also Aphrodite, a mystic musk oil, éxito, atrayente y misterioso perfume. So this is success jar, and you attract success with it. You're actually supposed to put it in your bust area, and then here and then here. So I'm not touching your bust or anything, but you know, I just de la cabeza hasta los pies. I manifest nothing but love, prosperity. And I don't know why this is leaking. Oh my god. Nothing but love, prosperity, and everything from top to bottom, left to right, right to left. Yeah, let's see if the Palo Santo wants to light, because I don't feel any wind. Actually, no. I'm gonna light, set up for the lighting of the Palo Santo. I am going to light the candle one more time. Actually, can I not light the candle one more time? I don't know why I can't. But let's just try and light it. I have the purple candle right over here, and I'm just going to bring it closer to me so that you guys can see it in the camera. And it's a little windy. So you kind of have to bounce it in the bottom. It's hot on the bottom. Alright, we gotta do it one more time. Under the table. Alright. Okay. So now that the purple candle is here, I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Now that the purple candle is there, I'm going to light it. Can't light it with the purple lighter, but let's just see. Manifestation and intentions. Oh my god. So work. Can you see how just because I intended for the lighter to be lit with the purple lighter, it worked, and literally it wasn't lighting at all. So now that it lit and it blew out because Spirit wanted me to blow it out for you guys. I'm going to pick out 3 guiding cards for you for your day. This video is timeless. So whenever you watch this, is meant for you. Beautiful. You got the Hermit. That is a 9. Sorry guys. A 9 card number. That's the card number 9. Life path number 9. You may be a life path number 9 watching this. Universal love. You have lost. I see that you're definitely a Capricorn watching this. Look at the hooves. I think that's what it's called, the hooves. I don't know. Like literally, half man, half animal. Like, could be a Sagittarius, an Aries watching this. And the last card is 8 of Wands. So this is definitely a card of you might want to take it easy when it comes to, thinking very grandiose of yourself, because once you reach a certain point in your life, you can, experience, falling and everything. But if you're graceful, you'll keep your spot. And then, like I said, you have to be careful when it comes to power, because you may feel very powerful at this time, and very big, very, no one can touch you. But if you're like that, you're looking up and you're like, oh my gosh, God, give me some answers, there's a pendulum. I think that's what it is, a pendulum. And the pendulum goes both ways. So as much as you are succeeding, the more success, the more that you help people succeed, if you're in a position where you want to succeed, or you're succeeding, or you're going to management position, slow and steady wins the race. Nice guys finish last, right? And so, allow yourself to take your time, allow yourself to wait for your turn and wait for things to come to fruition for you, because you may feel very out of place, out of touch, weird in society, but you're here not for society. You're not here for you're here for people. You're here to teach people. You're here to help people. You're here to show people, but you're here to show them with your experience. Not because if you're a shower, if you are a teacher, if you are an instructor, you basically know all of this stuff, right? So you came into this world already knowing. So why are you gonna sabotage yourself? You know that you're not supposed to be boastful. If you're boastful, you could lose that shit. So, but you know that you're good, you're happy, you're content, be happy. Fake it till you make it. Because if you don't, you're gonna be depressed, you're gonna be on the shit. You're gonna, show people a side of you that they should not see. And that's your vulnerable side. That's the side that your family sees, you see, and a lot of signs don't like to get vulnerable. A lot of signs do. But that's just my little 28-minute spiel of, your spiritual working. And this will happen basically every morning. Sometimes they won't be posted, but because, I'm not perfect, but my videos better be. And, the times that I post these videos, they will be great weather, and, just when Spirit feels the need to talk to me. Spirit also has anger, so sometimes it may be raining, sometimes there may be extra noise going around, but today's a pretty awesome day. I don't suggest reading your horoscopes, because they're just from people. They write something, whatever the fuck they want to read. They don't even read the tarot deck. They just write whatever the fuck they want to write. And, yes, they're intuitive, and yes, they pick that energy from, who needs to hear or whatever. They pick the energy from, dark sources. And, it's just, for me personally, as a Capricorn, all my horoscopes are negative. So I don't want that. I really don't. I really don't want that for myself. If it's like literally reading negative comments on a video. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Make sure you like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, sorry. Bye, guys.